if you look close enough, you can see my boobies through this t-shirt. Greetings and welcome back to another fun and exciting, hot and delicious episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host as always, Jason Oliver, and let's talk about the elephant in the room. I have a nipple piercing. I know on a lot of times I wear tight shirts because I feel confident about my body now, and I've never felt confident about my body in my entire life. It's not an amazing body. It's not great. It's falling apart. I'm old. However, you know, for the first time in my life, I did something to achieve something that I didn't think I could do. And a lot of people said I couldn't do. And when people tell me I can't do something, that's when I want to do it even more. No one's told me I can't do this today, though, so I'm going to try this today on the show. Mrs. Renfro's Ghost Pepper Cheese, Nacho Cheese Dip. I have had a lot of Mrs. Renfro's salsas before, and I've loved every single one of them. I believe there's a beer salsa. There's another flavor that really stands out to me. If I can remember it, I'll put a picture of it. Well, I'll put it over here. And as you guys may or may not know, this starts Heat Week. It's going to start out mild. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be, weak by any stretch of the imagination, but consumer products are usually a little bit lighter than things like, let's say, Mad Dog 357, number 9 plutonium. This is 9 million Scoville. Or the Raging Reaper, which we're going to try tomorrow or Thursday on the podcast. This is 1.5 million Scoville. Mrs. Renfro's nacho cheese sauce probably doesn't rank very high on the Scoville scale, and that's why we're starting light this week. We'll move on to the Raging Reaper, and then, of course, we'll do the Mad Dog 357, which we're not going to drink that directly or anything like that. There's a guy out there, his name is Johnny Scoville, and he is drinking 3 bottles of these. That's madness. Like, I've had the Apollo sauce, a spoonful of it, and I thought I was going to die from that. That dude's nuts. I got to give him props. But I figured Mrs. Renfro's was a good way to get us into the week, to start the heat going, and, start things out mild. How's your week going? Oh, look at my muscles bulging. Look at that. Ooh, I'm so strong. Actually, that's probably just years of playing guitar. Not weak, but I could take a bear if I had to. Okay, so a lot of nacho cheeses have a pungent smell to it. This is increasingly pungent. I assume that's due to the ghost peppers in it. It smells hotter than I expected. Mrs. Renfro, do you have something up your sleeve you're not telling me about? All right, we're going to go, straight out of the jar here. I'm not going to go waste a bowl. I know other people will dip into this, but I will make sure that I don't double dip. That seems fair, right? And away we go. Uh-oh. She had something up her sleeve. The first thing I didn't notice is this says hot 2. So I'm assuming you got your mild, you got your medium, you got your hot. This is probably a little bit above that. Mrs. Renfro, I'm sorry I doubted you. That's hot. I'm not saying it's 1.5 million Scoville, but it wouldn't surprise me to find out that this is a few 100,000 Scoville. I did not expect something you would find on the shelf at Walmart without any kind of real warning on the front of it to be as hot as this was. Thank God there's no gluten or HFCS. I have no idea what HFCS is. We'll have to look that up. Oh, there it is. We have demoed the product. Now we are going to review the product. The flavor is not great. It's not bad. The heat is overpowering, which I come to expect when I see ghost pepper in anything. It should be this hot. A lot of times companies will put ghost pepper or Carolina Reaper on the package. You eat it. It's hot. It's way hotter than a normal thing, but it's not Carolina Reaper or it's not ghost pepper heat. This definitely lives up to the heat. The flavor leaves a lot to be desired. The only thing I can attest the flavor to not being great to is possibly the ghost peppers. I've never eaten a ghost pepper directly and I don't plan on it. So Rick, don't send me peppers, please. Okay, we got to score it. We've demoed it. We reviewed it. So I am going to give this, If you're a heat lover, I would say a 6. It's not bad. The flavor is not great, but if you love heat, it's going to get you there. With that being said, I would much rather just go with a Tostitos, like a medium nacho cheese, if I'm just going to dip and enjoy. This is not something I could sit around all night and just dip and enjoy. I'd be on fire all night, and I'd be having tummy troubles. And you guys know I have a lot of tummy troubles. If you guys hate tummy troubles like I love making these videos, then you should consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and hit that little bell icon because it'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today. Tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun. Oh yeah, dig it, brother, and in the rain. As one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love and never let your inner child die. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. I'm Jason Oliver, and this is the Vodkast. I'll see you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, everybody.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.